Hi there, Peter Nijhuis over here, owner and founder of Solid Heroes. So in my previous video I explained why it isn't a very good idea to combine the project manager role with the Scrum Master role. So I gave 9 reasons why you shouldn't combine these two roles into one single person. In this particular video I will give you 9 reasons why you shouldn't combine the Scrum Master role with the product owner role. First one, conflict of interest. So when you take a look at the product owner role, the product owner is there to represent the business, to represent the stakeholders, to make sure that the backlog is prioritized based on the value that needs to be delivered, and to make sure that the team is delivering the value as requested. When you take a look at the Scrum Master role, the Scrum Master is there to make sure that the processes are followed, and the Scrum Master is a servant leader and a coach and a guide towards the team to make sure that the team is growing towards a self-organizing and more autonomous team. Second one, lack of focus. Now both roles require a significant amount of time and effort to do it properly. So when you're going to combine these two roles into one single person, it could create a lack of focus. A Scrum Master is there for the team, to coach the team, to guide the team, to be a servant leader, and to make sure that the processes are followed. The product owner, on the other hand, should be in constant contact with the stakeholders to make an inventory of all the wishes and the demands of the stakeholders, and to make sure that these demands and wishes are put on the backlog if it's going to provide any value. So you can imagine that both roles require a significant amount of time, and therefore when you're going to combine these two into one single person, it will create a lack of focus. Third one, bias towards the team. So when you're going to combine the product owner role with the Scrum Master role, you could create a situation where there's a bias towards the team or a bias towards the stakeholders. So the product owner represents the stakeholders, and the Scrum Master is there for the team as a coach, as a guide, like I said before. So when you're going to combine these two into one single person, you will create a bias. Either the person has more bias towards the team, or either the person has more bias towards the stakeholders. Fourth, lack of objectivity. So when you're going to combine these two roles, the product owner and the Scrum Master, you will create a situation where there's less or there's a lack of objectivity. So the product owner is there to represent the stakeholders, and the Scrum Master is there to coach and guide the team and to make sure that processes are followed. When you're going to combine these two into one single person, you will create a situation where there's a lack of objectivity. When an important decision needs to be made about the product backlog and the prioritization and the value that needs to be delivered, the product owner should make the decision. And when you have a combined role, it's very hard to make a more objective decision. It's either more towards the stakeholder or it's either more towards the team. Fifth, reduced accountability. So the product owner has a set of tasks and responsibilities and is accountable for that. The Scrum Master has a set of tasks and responsibilities and is accountable for that. So when you're going to create these two roles into one person, you will create a situation where it is quite challenging when it comes to accountability. Having separate roles, that promotes the transparency and the accountability for each role. Sixth, limited capacity. Now, like I said before, both roles require a significant amount of time and effort to do it properly. So when you're going to combine these two roles into one single person, it's very hard for that single person to find the time and to find the space to do all the things in a proper way and provide the quality which is needed for both roles. Seventh, reduced team autonomy. So the Scrum Master is there to make sure and to foster a self-organizing team. When you're going to combine these two roles into one single role, you will create a situation, or you will create the perception that the product owner has more control or more influence about the team's decisions. 8. The risk of burnout. Now, managing both roles, that has an impact, it has a mental impact on a person, it has an emotional impact on a person, and this could lead to a burnout. And the burnout isn't just about the well-being of a person, it also has a very negative impact on the team itself and also on the project. So clearly you don't want that. 9th, potential for bias in a conflict. Now, the Scrum Master plays a crucial role when there is a conflict within a team, or a conflict with the team and the product owner. So when you're going to combine these two, you're creating a situation where one single person would have more a bias towards the team or bias towards someone else, and therefore you can't guarantee a more objective situation when there's a conflict. So here you have it, 9 tangible and concrete reasons why you shouldn't combine the product owner role with the Scrum Master role. Now, of course, there are exceptions. In some cases it might work, but in most cases it will not work because of those 9 reasons that I just mentioned. So I hope you find this video valuable. If so, give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel so you get a notification when a new video comes out, and I wish you all the best, and I will see you soon. Ciao, ciao.